So much room for activities. What's going on, guys? Alex here from Mr. Build It, and in today's project, well, we're gonna get started on something big. We got a little inspiration, but let's go talk to the boss lady what she wants. Hey, show us the belly. What are we making?
A puppy, apparently.
I'm making a puppy. Boss lady put me on a new project. Today is something for the nursery, and before we could appreciate, I could tell what we're doing, I will show you where we're starting. Now, full disclosure, absolute mess. This is, ladies and gentlemen, the playroom for the boys. We have toys in here. Well, nope, mom's already dumped it all out. We got strollers, we have car seats, we have, this is a diaper bag that she's expecting me to carry. I'm not wearing that as a diaper bag. I'll show you why I'm not wearing that as a diaper bag. Let's try it on. What am I supposed to do in public with this? I'm not wearing this as a diaper bag. I actually have a little surprise. I partnered with my friends from Tactical Baby Gear, link right there. Awesome company. They have some of the most coolest tactical gear for dads. This is the diaper bags that I got from Tactical Baby Gear. This is awesome. Look how cool that is. Got a fold out little changing pad, and to go along with it, check this out. Probably the coolest thing. Look how cool these baby carriers are. So I got it in the same color, really excited about it. Now that is a baby bag gear worth having. I partnered with Tactical Baby Gear to do this project. They thought it would be super cool to do a nursery, and I couldn't be more excited about it, so let's get back to work. So what we're going to want to do here is we want to do a built-in nook. I think we're going to do crib right over here, and I think she wants to do a dresser there, and then here she wants to do like this nook. And so what she wants is, she wants built-in shelves going all the way to the top. She wants drawers or cubbies for baskets all the way at the bottom. A seating area right underneath that window with a pad that you can sit there and read to the baby or rock it, I don't know, whatever. And then have the stuff go all the way to the top. I'm also thinking about possibly shelving on top, but we'll see how it is. But basically one giant built-in area here, and no more mess here. We're gonna consolidate the playroom with the boys' bedroom, and then I'll do a different build with that. But so that's what we got planned. Ooh, let me show you exactly on paper what that looks like. So here's the master plan. Here's our cubbies, shelves that are gonna be on top, nice and thick. Probably gonna go with pine or poplar, nice, heavy, thick. Everything else is gonna be white. These are gonna be cubbies. These two are gonna be probably drawers, structural support there. And then this little shelf on top, probably not gonna do it because there's a vent, but we'll see how things go. That's the game plan. Well, it's time to officially turn this into not a playroom, not quite a nursery yet, but definitely not a playroom. Well, my kids are gonna be surprised when they come home. Why do kids, why do they take out the bottoms of all these bins? All of them. Why? What's the... School desk I made for the kids. I got a video, go check it out. So much room for activities. Don't try it. I'm pretty sure I pulled something, so don't. All right, so we have our wood. Now here's what I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna build this thing out of. This is MDF. Now, I got 3 sheets of 4 by 8 feet. Here's the thing about MDF. I don't build with MDF that often. Usually I use it as a little filler material if need be. The reason I'm going with MDF here right now is because I want to make this project a little bit more accessible to the majority of the people so they can try themselves. Plus, this is going to nursery, so I'm not really concerned with high quality maple and stuff like that. A couple of things to know when working on MDF. You see, MDF is relatively inexpensive. 4x8 sheet is about 30 bucks. It's basically a whole lot of sawdust glued together. Now, do I think it's stronger than particle board? Yeah, I think it is. It's a little bit more dense, probably why. Now, in the ideal world, this is where I'd probably be building it out of. This is a maple plywood. You've seen some of my previous videos. This is what I would use. It's got these layers, and these layers equal strength. Now, only the last finish, right over there, is actually the veneer, the pretty part, but everything else is just structural strength. To avoid compromising strength, a couple of solutions is kind of reinforcing the structure in proper places, and I think that's what we're gonna do with. Now, when it comes to assembling the thing, for assembling, we're gonna use a few different joining techniques. Basically, for the most part, it's just gonna be butt joints. All it is a figure T. You're gonna have screws coming on top. Now, I do recommend using a pilot hole like this with a countersink bit. That way we're not damaging the MDF, as it's a lot softer than any other kind of wood. Now, with that being said, for screws, I'm a big fan of these Spax self-tapping screws. What they do is they have this little edge, jagged edge. So the first couple of layers are like saws, teeth cutting into the wood, preventing from splitting, and then the underneath part of that head, it countersinks it. So these are really nice. You can get them at Home Depot. I think a box of this is like $9. And the last MVP of this build that I highly recommend is using a framing square or any large kind of carpenter square. Reason why is because we're creating all these boxes, we need both the vertical and the horizontal plane to be straight. And nothing could speed it up better than a framing square. Just like any project, the foundation is everything. So with that being said, let's go cut up some wood. Let's go. Also, wood glue. Did I mention wood glue? I hope I mentioned lots of wood glue. So you saw me cutting it down on the track saw. It's a fantastic way to break down the big sheets of plywood if you don't have a way to, or particle board, or MDF, whatever. It's a great way to cut it down and break it down before coming to table saw, especially if you don't want to break your back or you don't have a lot of wiggle room around. So now I could continue making all the cuts with the track saw. The only thing is I'm pretty particular about having cuts just right, especially repeating cuts. So because I need it to be 18 inches wide, that's what the bench would be. I'd rather do 18-inch wide repeating cuts on my table saw. That way it just all lines up perfectly, but you could definitely do it on the track saw. I just think there's too much of a variance, like 1/8 of an inch if you're not careful. Hey, wanted to pass on to you guys a quick little table saw safety trick, if you will. When you see me cut these really big pieces, and what if there's an emergency and I need to stop the table saw? Well, I got my hands on the wood from falling down. I can't just hold it and let go with one hand and stop it. So the little trick you guys might have the same use is I'll position my leg here. I'm making the cuts, body's always positioned here. That way if I need to stop this really quickly, it's just a quick little knee bump. Really effective. I've done this for years, and I don't know, helped me so many times. So take it with you. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Well, don't get hurt. Here's my favorite part, how to clean up all this dust after you're done. Good as new. All right, guys, everything is pre-cut. We have our cut list done. That's the best piece of advice I'll give you, is make a cut list. It'll make for so much smoother of a build. Everything is done. I got my wood glue, my screws, my drill. I'm gonna start assembling the base. This is gonna be the bench. And that way I won't bore you. I'll see you guys on the next video where we'll start putting everything together. You guys will see the whole process. Thanks so much for watching this video. I had a blast making it. Do not be afraid of starting big projects like this. They might look intimidating by their size, but they're not. Just give it a try. And when you fail, find and seek help. We'll figure this thing out and keep moving forward. Courage and sweat, that's all I ask for you guys. Make sure you follow this process. Check out my links in the description below, my tools, my social media, and everything like that. We'll see you guys next week. See ya, bye. There we go. We got a hole. They're gonna look nice and nice. Nice and nice. They're gonna look nice. It's just single nice. What's the worst that can happen? Flood your house. Solving problems. That's what we're in the business for. Solving problems. Shut up. All right. We're just teaching people how to get started, and that is it.